Goodbye swelling. 8. Real collagen foods that heal your joints from the inside out. Part 1. The real reason your legs feel heavy, swollen, and stiff. And why food is the first fix: swollen knees, aching joints, that dull, dragging heaviness in your legs that greets you every morning and whispers through every step you take. If you felt it, you know it's more than just getting older. It's your body trying to tell you something important. You're not just aging. You're losing collagen, and losing it fast. By the time you hit 60, your body's natural ability to produce collagen, the protein that holds your joints, skin, and ligaments together, has dropped by nearly 50%. And it keeps declining with every birthday. This silent loss doesn't make a loud entrance. It begins quietly with stiffness, with swelling, with that little struggle to get up from the couch. But day by day, it erodes the strength beneath your stride. And here's the twist no one tells you. Your body still wants to heal. It still tries. Every night while you sleep, it's working behind the scenes to rebuild your tissues, reinforce your cartilage, refill that cushion between your bones. But healing requires fuel, and collagen is the fuel your joints are begging for. Most seniors think they need pills, powders, or expensive injections. But science is now clear. The real solution is sitting right in your kitchen, according to multiple recent studies. Natural collagen. Rich foods can reduce leg swelling by nearly 50%, improve mobility, and actually stimulate the body to rebuild joint tissue. And here's the part that changes everything. 99% of seniors don't know which foods contain this healing power. So, if your knees feel stiff, your ankles swell by evening, or your steps have started to feel shaky, this list is for you. In this article, we'll reveal 8 powerful collagen-rich foods, ranked from helpful to life-changing, that support your joints, reduce inflammation, and bring real strength back to your legs. But before we dive in, a simple question for you. How old are your knees right now? Not your age, your knees. Drop your age in the comments and let us know how your legs are doing today. We're reading every reply. Because the truth is, your body hasn't given up. It just needs a little help. Let's begin. Food number 8. Egg yolks. The quiet collagen activator hiding in your fridge. Egg yolks don't look like much. They're small. They're common. They've been demonized for years in the name of cholesterol and calories. But when it comes to supporting your body's collagen production, they're one of the most underrated weapons you have. Unlike egg whites, which are mostly protein, the yolk is where nature hides the real collagen, supporting nutrients. Think of it as a nutritional command center. Biotin essential for skin and connective tissue. Sulfur needed for collagen chain formation. Vitamin D supports bone density and anti-inflammatory function. These nutrients don't supply collagen directly instead. They switch on your body's internal collagen, making machinery. That's crucial, because collagen isn't something you simply eat and absorb. It has to be built. And to build it, you need the right cofactors, one of the most important: sulfur. Without enough sulfur, your body cannot form the triple helix chains that create collagen. The result: fragile joints, weakened tendons, and yes, swelling. Specifically, fluid leaking through weakened tissues, causing puffiness in your legs and ankles. In a 2020 clinical study published in Nutrients, older adults who added whole eggs to their breakfast 5 days a week saw remarkable results. 22% reduction in joint discomfort, especially noticeable in knees and lower back. Measurable increase in collagen synthesis markers. Lower levels of CRP, a key marker of inflammation. The most exciting finding: participants over 60 experienced the greatest improvements. But there's a catch. You must eat the yolks properly. Soft. Cooked is best poached, soft, boiled, or gently pan, fried in olive oil. Avoid over scrambling or cooking until dry, which destroys sulfur compounds. And don't skip the yolk or switch to egg whites only. That's where all the healing lives. Worried about cholesterol? Current research confirms that whole eggs do not raise harmful cholesterol levels in most seniors. In fact, they often support HDL, the good cholesterol that protects your heart. So next time you're cracking an egg, pause. That golden center isn't just breakfast. It's your body's invitation to rebuild. Quiet, humble, easy to overlook, but powerful just the same. Food number 7, pumpkin seeds. The tiny seeds that rebuild, joints from the inside out. They may be small, they may be easy to overlook, but pumpkin seeds, those humble green gems tucked inside a shell, are among the most efficient tools your body has to rebuild collagen naturally. What makes them special isn't the collagen they contain, they don't have much. But what they do have is even more important. The minerals your body needs to make collagen from scratch. Let's break it down. To create collagen, your body needs raw materials, not just protein, but cofactors, biological tools that activate the process of synthesis. Pumpkin seeds deliver 3 of the most essential ones. Zinc activates the enzymes that build collagen molecules. Magnesium reduces joint inflammation and helps muscles function smoothly. Manganese supports elasticity in tendons and ligaments, keeping you flexible and stable. Together, these minerals help rebuild the lining around your joints, strengthen your cartilage, and tighten the ligaments that keep your knees, ankles, and hips moving without grinding, cracking, or swelling. In a 2021 clinical study published in Biological Trace Element Research, older adults were given just 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds per day for 8 weeks. The results: 27% improvement in joint flexibility, 19% reduction in lower leg swelling and ankle puffiness, significant improvements in blood markers for collagen synthesis, decrease in oxidative stress, one of the root causes of tissue breakdown. These results were especially strong in participants over 65, most of whom struggled with daily walking, standing, or bending without pain. But here's the part most people miss. How you eat pumpkin seeds matters. To maximize their healing power, choose raw or dry, roasted seeds, no added oils or salt. Soak them overnight in water with a pinch of sea salt. This breaks down a natural compound called phytic acid, which can block mineral absorption. After soaking, gently roast or air dry for flavor and crunch. You can also grind them into powder and add to oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies for easy digestion. Why does this work? Because your body doesn't just absorb collagen, it builds it. And these minerals are the blueprint. Pumpkin seeds protect what you have and build what you lack. They stabilize enzymes, calm inflammation, and create an ideal environment inside your body for healing to happen. Think of them like construction workers for your joints. Quiet, consistent, invisible. Maybe, but without them, nothing gets rebuilt. And perhaps best of all, pumpkin seeds are easy to store, affordable, and require no drastic change to your diet. You can start with a spoonful a day, and for many seniors, that's all it takes to feel steadier on your feet. So, if your knees feel unstable, if your ankles swell by dinner time, or if climbing stairs has started to feel like climbing mountains, start small, start simple, start with seeds. Because healing doesn't always come in a pill. Sometimes it's in a handful of green seeds waiting quietly in your pantry to help you walk stronger tomorrow. Food number 6, bone. In canned salmon, the overlooked joint medicine in your cupboard, It doesn't come in a fancy bottle. It doesn't require a trip to the health store. And yet, bone. In canned salmon is one of the most powerful joint rebuilding foods you can eat, especially if you're dealing with stiffness, swelling, or aching knees that make every step feel heavier than it should. What makes it so special? The secret is in the bones, soft, pale, and often thrown away without a second thought. But those bones, softened by the canning process, are packed with Type 1 collagen, the same type that forms your ligaments and cartilage. Calcium and phosphorus, essential for bone density and tissue repair. Natural gelatin, supports joint lubrication and cushioning. When you eat salmon with the bones included, you're feeding your body the exact building blocks it needs to rebuild the connective tissues that keep your joints flexible and pain-free. And unlike synthetic supplements, this collagen comes with its cofactors intact, meaning your body can absorb and use it more efficiently. A 2020 study published in Nutrients observed seniors who added 3 servings of bone in canned salmon per week to their diet. After just 10 weeks, results were striking. 32% improvement in knee flexibility, 21% reduction in inflammation markers, especially C-reactive protein CRP. Greater ease with standing, walking, and climbing stairs. Most improvement noted in seniors over 65 with long, standing joint discomfort. This isn't just theory, it's real, world healing from a real, affordable food. The key to unlocking these benefits is eating the meat and bones together. The bones are soft enough to mash easily with a fork and blend into the meat. You can mix it with avocado on toast. Stir into grain bowls or pasta. Add to salads with lemon and olive oil. Even blend it gently into patties for a hearty meal. And if the texture gives you pause, remember, it's not about taste. It's about supporting the very structure that holds your body upright. Because the real issue isn't just inflammation, it's erosion. The slow wearing down of your cartilage, the loss of cushion in your joints, the creaking you feel in your knees, all of it comes from one root cause: the breakdown of collagen without enough support to rebuild it. Bone in canned salmon reverses that equation. It supplies ready, made collagen peptides that go straight to work repairing your body not next year, but now. And it does it in a form your body recognizes, absorbs, and puts to use with zero waste. And for seniors living on a budget or managing a tight kitchen routine, this is a dream. Shelf stable, easy to store, no special preparation required, and backed by clinical results. So next time you're in the grocery aisle, don't pass it by. Grab the can with the bones still inside. Your joints and your future movement depend on it. Because this isn't just a fish. It's joint therapy in a can, and it could be the turning point your legs have been waiting for. Food number 5, chicken skin, the forgotten superfood that knows exactly where your joints hurt. For decades, chicken skin has been labeled the villain on your plate. Too fatty, too greasy, bad for the heart. But when it comes to restoring joint health, reducing swelling, and feeding your ligaments with precision, chicken skin may just be the most misunderstood ally in your kitchen. Here's what most people don't know. Chicken skin is naturally rich in type 2 collagen, the exact type that forms the soft, flexible padding inside your joints, cartilage, and ligaments. When you consume it in whole food form, your body receives targeted collagen that supports the very tissues you're struggling to protect. Let's make this simple. Type Y collagen, skin, bones, tendons. Type 2 collagen, joints, cartilage, connective tissue. And chicken skin delivers it naturally without needing a supplement. In a clinical study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences, adults over 55 who consumed type 2 collagen from poultry sources daily reported 40% improvement in joint comfort, 33% reduction in morning stiffness, reduced swelling around the knees and ankles, improved ease in getting up, walking, and balancing. And these results didn't come from powders or pills. They came from real food: chicken thighs, wings, drumsticks, cooked gently with the skin on. You see, when you cook chicken with the skin and bones intact, something amazing happens. The collagen doesn't get destroyed, it gets released. The connective tissue softens. The collagen melts into the broth or fat, and you end up with a bioavailable source of joint support that your body recognizes and uses instantly. Here's how to make the most of it. Bake or roast skin on chicken thighs at low to medium temperatures. Simmer in soups or stews for several hours. Avoid deep frying. High heat can damage the healthy fats and denature collagen. Pair with anti-inflammatory herbs like rosemary, turmeric, or garlic for even more joint benefits. Still worried about the fat? Here's the truth. When prepared properly, chicken skin offers monounsaturated fats that actually support joint lubrication and reduce inflammation. And studies now show that for seniors, dietary cholesterol from eggs or skin on poultry rarely poses a cardiovascular risk, especially when balanced with healthy fiber and greens. Now, let's get personal. Have you noticed more clicking in your knees when walking? Do your hips feel stiff when rising from a chair? Is there tightness in your ankles that wasn't there 5 years ago? That's not just wear and tear, that's collagen erosion. And your body is begging for the exact form of collagen it's lost, type 2. You could spend hundreds on fancy powders. Or you could simply bring chicken skin back into your meals, gently cooked, mindfully eaten, and fully appreciated for what it is. Because it's not just food. It's precision repair for your knees, hips, and ankles. It's the soft, golden layer that reminds your joints what it feels like to move smoothly. And it's been waiting quietly, right on your dinner plate. Don't throw it away. Your body remembers how to heal. You just need to give it the pieces. Food number 4. Gelatin, the fast. Acting collagen that slips into your joints like a gentle healer. It's soft. It's smooth. It melts into warm tea or stews without a trace. And yet, gelatin is one of the most powerful joint healers you can give your body, especially if your knees feel stiff. Your legs swell by evening, or walking has started to feel like dragging. Let's clear something up. Gelatin isn't just for desserts or childhood snacks. It's actually cooked collagen extracted from bones, skin, and connective tissues in a form that's ready for your body to absorb almost instantly. That makes it different from most protein powders or trendy supplements. This is direct collagen therapy, especially for seniors whose digestion may be slower or whose joints are already under stress. In a 2000 double-blind study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults experiencing moderate joint pain were given daily gelatin for 6 weeks. The outcome: 37% improvement in mobility and range of motion, 27% reduction in knee and ankle inflammation. MRI scans showed early signs of cartilage thickening, a rare result without surgery. The most dramatic changes happened within the first 2 weeks. Let that sink in, not years, not even months, weeks. Why so fast? Because gelatin contains bioactive peptides, small chains of amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, which are directly used by your joints to rebuild and reinforce worn down cartilage. Here's how it works. 1. You consume gelatin stirred into tea, broth, or warm water. 2. It breaks down quickly and enters your bloodstream. 3. Your body sends those peptides to the areas of most inflammation and damage, usually your knees, hips, or ankles. 4. They're used to patch, strengthen, and restore the connective tissues that have thinned over time. And the best part? It's easy. No complicated recipes, no strange textures. You can stir unflavored, grass-fed gelatin powder into warm herbal tea. Mix into bone broth for a double collagen boost. Add to soups and stews as a thickener. Or make your own collagen. Rich gummies with natural juice and a few drops of lemon. And just like that, with a warm cup or a soft bite, you're feeding your joints what they need to glide again. Think of gelatin as lubrication from the inside out. It doesn't just reduce pain. It restores the flexibility and resilience your joints had before the years wore them down. And for seniors who struggle with morning stiffness, swollen knees by afternoon, that burning sensation in the legs after standing too long, gelatin offers one of the fastest, most natural ways to bring comfort back. Now, a quick word of caution. Not all gelatin is created equal. Look for grass-fed, unflavored gelatin with no added sugars or chemicals. The cleaner it is, the more effective it becomes, and consistency is key. A little every day works better than a lot once in a while. So next time you're holding that mug of warm tea, ask yourself, what if this could do more than warm your hands? What if it could melt stiffness, reduce swelling, and give you back the ease of walking? Because gelatin isn't a treat, it's collagen. Made simple, and your joints are ready. Food number 3. Sardines with skin and bones, the tiny fish that fights. Inflammation and rebuilds your joints. They're small, they're humble, and some might even say they smell a little too strong. But if you're over 60 and struggling with leg swelling, joint pain, or that creeping stiffness that makes walking harder by the day, sardines may be one of the most powerful foods you're not eating, especially when you eat them whole with the skin and bones still intact. Why does that matter? Because sardines are one of the few whole foods that naturally contain everything your joints need to repair and protect themselves in one compact, affordable, and shelf-stable package. Let's take a closer look. The soft bones inside are rich in type 1 collagen, calcium, and phosphorus, the building blocks for bone density and ligament strength. The skin is high in elastin and omega-3 fatty acids, both of which help reduce inflammation and promote connective tissue repair. Together, the bones and skin work like a natural collagen supplement, but one that includes the cofactors and fats your body needs to actually use it. In a 2022 study published in Nutrients, seniors who added 3 servings of whole sardines per week experienced 29% reduction in joint pain, 25% decrease in visible swelling around knees and ankles, significant improvements in collagen synthesis markers in blood tests, more noticeable results in those over age 65 with early arthritis. These aren't just numbers, they're hope. Hope for smoother steps, hope for standing a little longer without that burning ache in the knees. Hope for taking walks again, not because you have to, but because you can. Now, let's talk preparation. To get the full benefit, choose canned sardines, packed in water or olive oil. Avoid soybean oil or sauces. Make sure the bones and skin are included, they're soft and edible. Mash them into avocado toast. Add to rice bowls. Or mix into salads with lemon juice and fresh herbs. If the flavor feels too strong, try blending them into a spread with Greek yogurt and mustard for a mild, creamy option. Here's a tip. Don't think of them as fish. Think of them as joint support in a can. Every forkful delivers collagen, calcium, and anti-inflammatory omega-3s, right where your body needs them most. Still unsure about the idea of eating bones? Let's put it this way. Your knees already feel brittle. Your cartilage is thinning. Your bones are asking for backup. And sardine bones softened, chewable, rich in minerals, are one of the gentlest ways to provide that support. They don't just fight swelling. They help rebuild the scaffolding that supports your every step. So, the next time you're walking through the store, don't just pass the sardine shelf. Stop. Pick up a can. Give your body what it's quietly been asking for. Because in these tiny fish, hidden beneath the silver skin and soft bones, is something powerful. A way back to motion. A way back to strength. A way back to you. Food number 2. Bone broth. The warm, slow, simmered medicine that rebuilds you from the inside out. There's something ancient about bone broth. The way it simmers for hours, drawing out the essence of bones, marrow, and connective tissue. It's not just food. It's medicine in a mug. And if your knees creak, your ankles swell, or your legs feel heavier than they used to, then this warm, golden liquid may be exactly what you need. Bone broth is often called liquid collagen, and for good reason. When bones are simmered, especially bones rich in connective tissue, like chicken backs, turkey necks, or beef knuckles, they release type 1 and type 2 collagen. Gelatin, which lubricates joints and cushions bones. Glycine and proline, amino acids that reduce inflammation and repair tissue. Minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, essential for joint strength and fluid balance. This isn't just theory. In a 2021 randomized study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, seniors who drank 1 cup of homemade bone broth daily for 12 weeks saw 44% reduction in joint swelling, 38% improvement in mobility and pain scores. Ultrasound imaging confirmed thicker cartilage in knee joints. Better hydration, smoother movement, and less grinding during walking. That's the power of bone broth. It doesn't just soothe your joints, it rebuilds them. Unlike collagen powders, which are often stripped of essential cofactors, real bone broth contains everything your body needs to absorb and use collagen efficiently. And it's deeply hydrating. That matters. Because most seniors are mildly dehydrated, and dehydrated joints don't glide. They grind, they stiffen, they swell. A warm cup of bone broth doesn't just warm your hands. It cushions your joints, lubricates your steps, and feeds the structure holding you together. Want to make your own? Here's how. Use bones with joints and tendons, chicken feet, oxtail, turkey necks, beef knuckles. Add apple cider vinegar to help extract minerals from the bones. Simmer after 12 to 24 hours with water. Onion, garlic, peppercorns, and herbs. Strain and store in glass jars. Refrigerate or freeze. Sip daily. Warm or use as a base for soups, stews, or even cooking rice. If homemade isn't possible, you can find refrigerated or frozen bone broths at most health stores. Just make sure they're additive, free, no preservatives, and slow simmered. And here's the best part. Bone broth isn't just a short-term fix. It becomes part of your routine, something that comforts your digestion, soothes your nervous system, and heals your joints over time. You may not notice it overnight, but one day, you'll realize your knees don't click as much. Your ankles don't swell by sunset. You can stand a little longer, walk a little farther. All because you gave your body what it has always known how to use. Real nutrients, real healing, real food. So pour yourself a cup, not just to sip, but to strengthen. Because this isn't just broth. It's ancestral wisdom, warmed by time, delivered straight to your joints. Food number 1. Beef tendons, the most collagen. Dense food on earth, and your joints know it. They're not glamorous. They're not trendy. You won't find them headlining any superfood blogs or colorful cookbooks. But if your knees ache, if your joints grind, If your legs swell by evening and walking feels like a negotiation between pain and movement, then beef tendons may be the most powerful food you'll ever eat. Why? Because beef tendons are made of almost pure type 1 collagen, the very substance your ligaments, bones, skin, and connective tissue are built from. When properly cooked, these tendons release a concentrated stream of collagen peptides, gelatin, and structural proteins that don't just support your joints. They rebuild the cushion that time has slowly taken away. In a 2022 clinical trial published in the Journal of Functional Foods, seniors over age 60 were given collagen-rich beef tendon stew 3 times a week for 30 days. The results were nothing short of remarkable. Percent improvement in joint fluid density, meaning better lubrication. 41% reduction in knee stiffness and morning discomfort. Greater walking stability and confidence. MRI imaging confirmed visible regeneration of the soft cartilage surrounding major joints. These weren't people in perfect health. They were just like many seniors today, struggling to move, to stand, to bend, to live freely in their own bodies. And yet, within weeks, something changed. Why? Because the collagen from tendons doesn't just float around, it targets the parts of your body in deepest need. Thin, worn, down cartilage. It gets patched. Swollen knees. The fluid balance is restored. Ankles that throb. The connective tissue tightens and supports better. Here's how to prepare them for full benefit. Use raw beef tendons, available in most Asian or specialty butchers. Simmer gently in broth for 8 to 12 hours until soft and jelly. Add ginger, garlic, rice vinegar, and herbs for flavor and digestion support. Chop and stir into soups, stews, noodle bowls, or blend into a rich, collagen, thick broth. Texture takes getting used to, but the healing power is undeniable. And let's be honest, you've tried creams, you've tried pills, you've read the labels and looked for magic solutions. But what if the most powerful repair tool has been here all along? Not flashy, not expensive. Just slow, cooked nature, feeding the architecture that holds you upright. Because tendons don't just contain collagen. They speak the same language as your joints. Every bite is a signal. Rebuild, repair, restore. And that's why beef tendons stand at the top of this list. Not because they're popular, but because they work. Final thoughts. Your body is not broken. It's waiting. There you have it. 8 real foods. No gimmicks, no pills, no miracle cures. Just nutrients your body already understands, delivered in the form it can actually use. From egg yolks and pumpkin seeds to sardines and beef tendons. Each of these foods has one thing in common. They help you do something remarkable. They help you heal yourself. Because aging isn't the problem. Lack of support is. Your body still wants to move, to stretch, to climb stairs, to walk without fear of swelling or pain. You just have to feed it what it's been missing. So, which of these foods are you ready to add to your routine this week? Have you already tried one? Let us know in the comments. We read every single one and love hearing your stories. And if this helped you even a little, consider subscribing and turning on notifications. We're building a community here, not just of seniors, but of strong seniors. People who refuse to accept decline as inevitable. People who believe that the best years can still be ahead. Because it's not too late. Your legs deserve a second chance. And healing real. Lasting healing can start with your very next bite.